Coming from CNBC, yet another reason to become ever more depressed about the AI disaster. What AI companies want for the millions they're spending on elections. That's right, boys and girls. All of these AI companies committing the largest fraud this world has ever seen are sitting on such high nest eggs of money. They need to spend the money to actually get some value out of it. And so they're going out and they're buying our politicians. If you're sitting there and you're wondering why our politicians are trying to shove this stupid garbage down our throats every single day, it might be because they're getting paid to shove this garbage down your throat every single day, right? If you're a politician and you're sitting there and you're like, well, my constituents really don't like the data centers. And honestly, I'm not really sure what value you're offering here. So I don't know why I should be passing these laws that help artificial intelligence in the United States, right? Having Sam Altman or Daria or somebody else slide $50 million across the table. It's like, now I understand what your argument is. And so this is this is going to be one of the big problems that we're going to be dealing with as this whole fraud goes to hell, is because they are so deep into this Ponzi scheme. There is no way they can dig themselves out in a way that isn't ugly as hell, right? So that's why they're driving so much, trying to get so much investment. That's why they're trying to build so quickly. That's why they're doing all of this stupidity. And what we're starting to see more and more of is that the government is getting into bed with this idiocy, right? We've seen this with OpenAI. OpenAI wants to gift 5% of their equity to the US government. To be clear, that is not how our tax policy works in the United States. Corporations do not gift equity to our government. They're not supposed to gift equity. It's called a tax policy. When you make profit, then the government comes in and takes a chunk of the profit. That's called taxation. Gifts get to be a little bit weird because all of a sudden, right, if the Trump administration now owns 5% of OpenAI, and we know, right, the Trump administration is all about the buzzwords, they're all about the clickbait, they're all about, saving face and all that kind of thing. So if they've been gifted 5% of the equity to OpenAI, they don't want to see OpenAI fail. OpenAI failing isn't simply an AI company did a lot of stupid shit and fucked up and died. It now looks bad for the Trump administration. So all of a sudden it becomes a lot easier for the Trump administration to start making sure that OpenAI's business is actually successful. And I think that's what we're going to start seeing out of our politicians is more and more of this grift of, again, these AI companies have a tremendous amount of money. When we talk about OpenAI being valued at $1 trillion, or their last raise, they were valued at like $850 billion. So there's the value of the company, so what they're valued at. But then there's the actual amount of money that they've raised, right? It's like $150 billion. They've been able to get $150 billion cash out of their investors, and they have to deploy that cash, right, for shareholder value. And nothing gives you shareholder value like buying politicians. And so, yeah, this is where it's just gonna get ugly. This is just gonna get ugly. Hey, Silicon Valley jackasses. Yeah, when the entire country comes to burn your fucking houses to the ground, remember this video. If you wonder why you're despised, if you wonder why you're hated, if you wonder why you're considered the most degenerate creatures to fucking walk this planet, because look at this, right? You have gotten yourself into this disaster you know there is no viable way out of. And instead of accepting that you fucked the hell up, no, you are going to drag this entire country down in the crap hole just so you don't have to admit fucking idiots. But anyways, that's my opinion. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. I don't want to get too saucy here on YouTube. Might get kicked off. AI executives and companies are betting that spending millions in the 2026 midterm elections will allow them to influence AI bills being developed in Congress. As of the end of June, the two biggest AI political action committees have dropped at least $44 million into 40 House and Senate candidates. That's an early taste of how the groups will spend the more than $200 million they've raised on the rest of primary season and into the general election. So understand these are for the PACs, political action committees. This is what they're putting in. This isn't the individual donors, right? Remember when Elon Musk was making it rain cash in order to get Trump elected? How many of these syphilitic bastards are just gonna run their ATMs dry just so they can buy politicians to shove their garbage down our society's throats? And they still think they're the good people. Hey, you work in Silicon Valley? Yeah, take that little rainbow flag right there. Yeah, wipe your ass with it. Because at least then you're being honest. At least then you're being honest. Anyways, the spending by the burgeoning AI industry makes it an increasingly powerful player in the Washington influence space. The companies, through their PACs, are setting themselves up to shape how the first national legislation to regulate AI use takes form. The overwhelming number of candidates supported by both PACs have won their primaries. Of the 28 candidates leading the future has backed 25 have won their primaries, 2 have yet to face their elections, and only 1 lost. Public First Action has backed candidates in 11 races, with the exception of Boers. Every candidate it has supported has won. Carson said the group plans to spend in the 50 to 60 races by the end of the midterms. So yeah, that is what we are currently dealing with right now. If you can't win in the open markets, then just buy the fucking buy the politicians. Just mine the foundations of our society to get your fucking blood money. I hope you gag on your fucking blood money. I hope you get so much blood money, it's going down your gullet so fast you can't fucking breathe and you fucking die in a pool of the shit that you've created. But yeah, I mean, what are we supposed to say? This whole AI thing is a fucking disaster. By the day, we are hearing from executives that the value proposition for this technology simply isn't there, right? The businesses for these companies don't make sense, and yet their valuations are through the roof. And now, right, they've done what they've can with the investors and everything else to try to make this crap make sense. So now they're gonna go buy the fucking politicians. All they're doing is extending this misery. But anyways, that's the American way. That's the American. Don't you understand? Corporations are people too. You have to give corporations the freedom of speech. Which basically means you have to give corporations the ability to take their investor money and hand it right over to the politicians so the politicians know who got them elected. Again, Silicon Valley. When the hate comes, when the hate crashes down on you, for the love of God, don't question why. Don't bitch. Don't whine. Don't blow fucking snot bubbles. You say, why is this happening to us? It's happening to you because you're fucking horrible people. But anyways, that's just one geek's opinion. Remember when technology was fun? Remember learning about squid for the first time? Remember like, oh my God, this is what a caching proxy server does? Oh, I remember just getting all fluttery over, caching proxy servers. I miss those days. I miss those days. Oh, embedded systems. Remember you're like, oh, it loads the entire operating system into memory? Wow, that's cool. What can you do with that? FreeNAS. Remember the first time you played with FreeNAS? Those were good days. Those are not the days we are in. Those are not the days we are in. We are in a very bad timeline. So anyways, what do you think about this? What do you think about the degenerate, disgusting bastards buying our politicians? What do you think about them expecting? Nobody's getting a good ROI from their piece of shit products, but they are expecting a good ROI from the politicians that they buy. Anyways, I can just sit here. I can scream. This is bad. It's bad. Don't do this. Anyways, put your thoughts down in the comment section. If you like these episodes, do remember they're on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. Link is down below. If you want to follow me on LinkedIn, there's a link down there too. With that, see y'all later.